Okay, so I don't really know how to start this video off. I've never really done a video like this, so here I am. Probably saw the title of the video. You probably clicked on it because you are struggling, or you don't know what to do, or you're just like in depression, or you're sad, or to the video. The first part being my story, second part being my recommendations. So I'm just gonna start off with my story. Basically, my story was I started going to school like every normal kid. I would be in school, and just right off the bat, like pre-K, kindergarten, I would go to aftercare because my parents were just doing their job. And I would be in aftercare, and I was just like a friggin' bully magnet. If I was sitting in aftercare doing absolutely nothing, even if I just like made a face or something, if like I looked at something and then looked a little sad, immediately a gang of kids would come up to me. And this doesn't sound like a lot right now, but this plays a huge part in what I'm gonna talk about. So, I immediately started off with a poor self-image when I was young because of these kids. And even in class, not even in aftercare, but it mostly happened in aftercare. Even being in class, I was a bully magnet. Everyone would just bully me. I had one friend, and then like the next week I'd have another friend, and then I'd go back to the old friend. And so I keep going. It's like kindergarten now. I'm still a bully magnet. Kids are calling me like poopy face, and at this point, I'm going to the principal's office every day. I'm going there crying because I can't be in the class. All these little like things that really hurt my feelings when I was younger. Right now, thinking about it, I feel like that's a joke, but I was just born naturally more emotional. These kids would maybe like push me, just like shove me a little bit. It wasn't physical abuse. If you were dealing with physical abuse, definitely talk to someone. But I can't really say talk to someone because I used to talk to people and no one would listen to me. And so I was the bully magnet, like I said many times. And now it's second grade. And there was a kid in my class, I'm just gonna call him Ryan, because I don't want him to actually say his real name. I'm just gonna say Ryan. So this kid Ryan, every single like day, he would just make me feel like disgusting, like I wasn't even worth anything. And you may be wondering like, oh, how did he do that? Did he say things to you? No, he would get me in trouble for like the weirdest things. So basically, if we were reading a book or something, he would stick his middle finger out like outside the book while we were like having reading time or something, and that would really hurt my feelings. I don't know, I was younger, and also there's some dietary things that I'll talk about a little bit later. And there are just some things, and every single time he would do this, I would get like really angry, and then I'd go to the teacher. And I was one of those kids that he would walk by me and say the F word, and then I'd start like freaking out and crying, or I'd go over to the teacher. And this is just a quick little story. This actually happened to me. I was in aftercare once, and one of the kids said the F word. And so I went over to the nurse, because she was like one of like the people there helping the kids and everything. And I was like, David just said F. And keep in mind, I actually said this. I was in pre-K. I didn't say like, oh, he said the F word. I actually like said the word. And if you were in pre-K and you said that, like everyone would freak out. Like that was a naughty word, and it still is a bad word. But if you were in pre-K, you were like shamed upon if you said that. She would like freak out. I'd feel so bad. They'd call my mom. They'd be like, oh, your son just said the F word in front of a bunch of other students. He is in so much trouble. And I'd go home crying, and my parents would have to like help me with that. But anyway, back to the actual story. So we were like reading time. He'd stick the middle finger up at me. I'd freak out. I'd go tell the teacher, and then he'd turn over and then smile. He was like the teacher's favorite in the class. Like he'd turn around and then just start smiling, and everyone loved him. And there was like the girl in the class that like everyone like really liked. All the boys really liked her. And one time when they were like talking, I made this like fist movement. I like plunged my fist into my hand as a joke, smiling, like laughing. And then he went up to the teacher and said that I threatened to hurt him. And I got in trouble, and I was so sad. Again, I went home crying. But anyway, now we're gonna go on to third grade. Anyway, I hope you did enjoy that. Make sure to tune into the next episode, and this is my first ever video, so make sure you comment down below if you did like it. And my recommendation for this video is to believe in yourself, and remember that when you have a high self-esteem and that you believe in yourself and you think that you are worth something, that people will come to you like magnets, and you will get friends, and you will fall out of your depression, and you will become much happier. Ever since I got a higher self-esteem and I thought that I was actually worth something, friends have been piling in. So just remember that. Remember that you are worth something from me. You are worth something. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, comment, like, and hopefully I'll see you in the next video if you did like this video. Bye, guys.